just coming in. This is a 25-year true story that goes back and back with the globe's biggest figure. It went through many transitions, and at the end of the story, towards the end, it turned into a memoir. Well, one of the biggest ones is how mental the topics were. When we think of a niche, usually if you're a lawyer, you focus on law for the rest of your life and you become a specialist at it. Because Hannah had a tiny form of autism, she would repeat certain things. Nobody would even know she had it. It's that repetition. Take, for example, like the circus, like the moral, ethical portion of a circus. She studied it for years. What would prompt an animal to bite its owner? Now, an average person will think of, okay, let's go clubbing, or let's do this, or read a book, but not Hannah. Her brain didn't function normal. We call this the foundation of God. It's something inert to her. Years later, as the devil's army was parked inside, it was no different than the animal in a cage, because humans and animals have certain requirements: socialization, intercourse, this and this. Sigmund Freud had said, or one of the psychologists, top three, had said there was 5 requirements, like water, shelter, sex, this and that. When you have men locked up in a room for 15 years, even Israel's biggest history starts looking like a little birdie. They start getting delirious. So on one side, the devil's army is delirious, and on another side, Prophet Hanna is delirious. And she's singing. It's like she's like Dorothy and Nemo with the shark. La 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 la. She's singing. The devil's army on the other side is mental. So is she. It's a memoir. That's how they get weaponry. They know that because each one of those men want to procreate. So what did Prophet Hanna do? Write it into the Evolve exhibit. There's a reason these things are happening. Some of them get injured so damn bad, they don't even want to produce offspring because they hate the planet so much. We don't want to live like this anymore. From the time she saw civil rights to the time, World War III occurred in Canada, it was lethal, that back and forth story. So today I'm walking around, and again I feel the 10,000 eyes of the devil's army. They don't care. They want birdie, and they're delirious. In between Hannah and them is that T-Rex line. All it takes is someone to give the hackers money. It's a very scary scenario. So Hannah tries to become stable herself and do a lot of talking. So today when the area said, someone in the area said we might cordon it to make it all into a media spot, I was kind of relieved. That pressure removed because I already died in 2018. Majority of the messages that come in are good. May you die again on a bed of roses. But then there's the some that was this morning. We want birdie. They're delirious. And I get that. And those are my sons. I took a break. I went outside. And I find everything I want, they give to these people and leave me with no food or basics. Now, I blow it off because I see them as my sons. Even the one was a transgender, because I'm the only one who wears bonnet. And she picked the same bonnet that I would. But her holding a young child really disturbed me too, for a different reason. They're creating a level of abuse for the future generations of other children. Because they injure the woman who lashes out on the child. It's one of those revolving doors. We don't want to live like that. And all I was trying to do was present. So I'm mental, the Devil's Army is mental, media people in between us are mental because group one and group two died, and these people don't know nothing. It's a niche. We're talking very old history. What would they know? They would have to do years of studying or have to live in Anatolia with villagers. What would they know? So they're stressed out. They're pushing Indian or stuff in like Amerindian stuff that pertains to Texas that they might be able to relate to, but they're not realizing Canada has its own history. So it's one of those really nasty stories, and between the interagency conflict up the street in Markham that Hannah witnessed, between all of those things, it's another day, and all I hear is, we want birdie. You see, they're gone. And that's, it's, Hannah tells them the political portion, get grounded. I understand. Birdie is Turkic